Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are at day 4 of the November daily read code challenge and we have a medium level question in front of us. Though many claim that it is not a medium level but easier level question, but still we'll see what it is. Okay. So it is 3163 string comparison 3. So basically we see in the input we are given a word and it is a string, and on output also we have to return the string, but the question talks about a compression algorithm. Okay, so what is that we'll see. So given a string word, compress it using the following algorithm. Okay, begin with the empty string comp. Okay, this is something that we'll have to return. Okay, so the returning that string that we have written, okay, that is being called comp here, right? While word is not empty, use the following operations. Okay, remove a maximum length prefix of word made of a single character C, repeating at most 9 times. Append the length of the prefix followed by C. Okay, I guess in the first attempt this will be looking a bit complicated the way they've explained the the technical terms they are using, like the prefix, okay, and the repeating at most, all those things. With the see the simple example. Okay, see the second example first. So what they're trying to tell here is that, yeah, this is something important. Okay, at most 9 times. We'll see this first. Okay, what is happening is, see, in this case, the number of A's here, if you count, okay, you'll get to know that it is 9 plus 5, okay, which is 14. Okay, there are 14 A's present, but at most we can keep only 9 A's at a time. So what we have to do, first keep 9 and then write A, okay, which represents there are 9 A's together. Okay, after that, write the remaining number of A's. Okay, in this case, there are remaining 5 A's. So write 5 A together. Okay, after that, if you see there are 2 B's. Okay, so write the number first, that is the frequency, and then the character. Okay, the frequency of the character first and then the character. Okay, but the only thing they're trying to say is that if the length exceeds 9, okay, you'll have to write a 9 first, then you have to again write the remaining frequency with that. Okay, so for example here 5 you have to write separately. Okay, so you can only, this frequency which you're writing here can be only a maximum of 9. If it exceeds that, you have to make another entry of that particular character. Okay, that is the very basic idea here. Okay, remove a maximum length prefix of word made of a single character C, okay, repeating at most 9 times. As simple as that. So that's what it is. Now, if you see here in the first example, what they're doing, everything is present only one times. So just write one and the letter itself. Okay, that is the frequency of the letter and the letter itself. Okay, if it exceeds 9, what you have to do? You have to make an entry that is 9, the character, and then for the remaining frequency, that is the remaining entries. Okay, after removing the frequency that you already written, you have to again make an entry. Okay, as simple as that. Okay, I hope you're getting this part. This is the only part that you may not be getting in the first at in the first reading of the question. Okay, when we read the question for the first time, that is the only thing that you won't be getting. Seeing the complexity here. Okay, it is 10 power 5 range. Okay, and it will be only of lowercase characters. Okay, so I think the question is very clear. So let us quickly jump to the answer. Okay, so I'm declaring the comp as it is. Okay, I'm declaring a last char. Initially it will be the word of 0. Okay, similar the last char count, initially it will be 0. I'm going through each character of the array. Okay, so what I'm doing, yeah, if I is equal to the last character, that if the current character matches with the last character. Okay, in the when I'm starting at the loop, initially the last character itself is word of 0. Okay, so in the first comparison, this will always match. Okay, this will always match basically. Okay, so what we are doing, we are incrementing the last character count. Okay, then this part comes. Okay, this part is very very important. What this does is that if the last character count reaches 10, okay, that is 9 plus 1. Okay, what we have to do, make a entry of the 9. Okay, make the entry of the 9, so my character count will reduce by 9, that is 10 minus 9, which is 1. So thus make the character count equal to 1. Okay, the idea is whenever it becomes 10, okay, it exceeds 9 and becomes 10, we'll have to write the 9 first and then continue with the remaining. Okay, then continue with the remaining in the loop. Okay, this is the basic idea. Let us say character change happens, that means we have processed A and then a B comes. Okay, that is a character change happens. So what you have to do, this else condition will be executed. Then what is it? It is first, whatever was the previous thing, write that down. Okay, that is the string, convert into string of the last character count. This is a number, right? I'm converting it to string and then appending it with last character. Okay, since this thing is appended now, so I can make the fresh entries. Okay, what is the first entry? Last character is equal to I. Similarly, the last character count will start with 1 now. Okay, remember, when this loop ends, okay, when this loop ends, what will happen is that there will be a last character and a last character count. Okay, but this particular string could not be executed because the string ended. Okay, because if we have processed every character of the word, there is the last word. Okay, this, for example, this E. Okay, this one E entry is not being made. Okay, it's still not made. So what we have to do, once we come out of the loop, we'll make an entry like this. Okay, same thing what we're seeing here, exact same thing, we'll write it here. Okay, if you want to understand how it works, I've already mentioned all the cases here. If you see that for all these cases we have to make the same thing. Okay, okay, let me just uncomment it and show it to you first. Okay, so that you can analyze it better. So what is the phase? If how to start and which one it will be better to start. Okay, let us start with this first. Okay, I will explain each of the conditions. If the comp of minus 1 is equal to last char, what that means? That means something like this. Comp of minus 1 equal to last. That is, I've already made an entry of A and another A is remaining. Okay. Another A is coming. Okay. Whatever. Again, same thing, right? Whatever is remaining, you have to make entry of that. Because remember, whenever it is crossing 10, I've already making the entries. That is, by the time we come out of this loop, okay, just take it this in your mind. Whenever you come out of this loop, last character count will be a single digit only. It cannot be two digit because whenever it becomes a two digit, we are already taking care of that. Okay. Everything is already, written. So whenever we come out of this loop, always the last character count will be single digit only. So in this case, okay, that is the case of this. Okay, when already a 9A is mentioned and you're trying to have another entry of it, so what you have to do, simply whatever is the current character count, just append that and the last character itself. Okay, and what is this condition? See, for example, if my string has, that is a word, has a single character only, for example, this will be the case here like this. Okay, when, okay, word, when the word is something like this. Okay, for example, only a single frequency is coming again and again. Okay, in that case, what will happen? Okay, only this part will be getting on executed. Okay, only this part will be getting on executed. Okay, we will not be executing this part because we'll never come in the else part here. Okay, that is the reason why again we'll have to make the same thing, whatever you are seeing here. Okay, exact same thing you have to write here also, that whatever is the large character count of it, you have to do it. Okay, remember, in this case also, if it exceeds 10, okay, automatically entry will be made by default. Okay, as simple as that. So we have covered this case and this case. Okay, what is the last case? Last case when, for example, here. Okay, you have already made entry of 1D. Okay, now you have to write M entry of 1E. Okay, what is that? But basically is that comp of minus 1 is not equal to last car. Okay, comp of minus 1 is not equal to last car. Okay, let me write this also. Comp of minus 1. Okay, just a second. Compromise is not equal to Raska. See, basically here also, what it tells to tell you that, see, it's just a else condition. Okay, but the approach is same. Okay, whatever you have, it simply have to add it there. Okay, because this thing is already taken care, so I'm not going to check this again. Okay, I'm very sure that when I come out of this for loop, okay, always the last character count will be a single digit only, so I don't have to again check whether it is greater than 9 or not, something like that. So you have to simply enter whatever it is. Okay, so the conclusion is that for all the three cases, we are doing the same thing basically. That means you don't even need a if conditions. Okay, simply do conf plus equal to the convert the last character count to string and then add the last character, as simple as that. Okay, and finally we're writing the comp. If I can quickly run this and show you, you will see that it is clearing all the risks. I've already segmented the solution and it has been accepted. Okay, so yeah, that was all, friends, about this question. And this I guess it's almost beating around 95% of the cases. Okay, it's between 95% of the submissions. So this was the only tricky part here. Okay, so that whenever it is exceeding 9, you are making sure that you are making an entry, and then again after making the entry, what was the remaining count, you are proceeding with that in for the rest of the characters remaining in the word. That is the most important part here. And yeah, friend, that was all for today. So this question was slightly on the easier side, but remember there are a lot of test cases here. I think around 700 test cases are being tested for this question. So you have to be very very careful that you are analyzing all the approaches. For example, like this. Okay, when it is not matching, when it is matching, you have to analyze everything basically and write a condition for that. After I did it, I realized that okay, all of them are doing the same. Okay, so I finally removed all of them and made a single entry here. I retained it so that you can show that what is happening. Okay, you don't have a doubt like why I did this directly and I'm not doing any if else conditions. I'm not checking anything right that. Okay, so I've made this thing very very clear. I'm writing this part so that you can go through it at what are the possible cases once you come out of the for loop. So yeah, fun, that was all for today. If you like my efforts, please do subscribe to my channel. And this was day 4 of the November daily code challenge. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.